I mean, I hope that the Biden administration does take consequences for people who played a part in inciting the appalling events that we've been discussing. But you know what? Accountability doesn't just rest with the Democratic Party or the Republican Party in the United States. One thing that I feel strongly is that other liberal democracies must be very clear about their condemnation of the events that occurred.
Yeah.
And I've been a little bit, I think the Germans spoke, the government of Angela Merkel spoke the most clearly. But, you know, much of the comments have been what I call very measured, and sometimes that's a good thing. But when you have a sitting president who incites an attack upon government and democratic institutions, it seems to me that warrants a serious response. Mr. Trump has never accepted the election outcome. And let's face it, that's what democracy is all about.
Mm-hmm.
That you participate in it. And if you lose, you have the grace to accept defeat. That's what a peaceful transfer of power is all about. And he violated one of those fundamental rules. And I feel, we as a country, we have expressed, we're on the side of those who are upholding democracy and the rule of law. The Prime Minister said that very clearly, and I support her very much in doing that. And I think many other Kiwis do as well. But I think we should be absolutely clear that someone who is prepared to make those sort of incendiary statements, we should be distancing ourselves in no uncertain terms. Why do I say this? Because just 2 years ago, Pat, we had a white supremacist carry out atrocity in Christchurch. So what happens in the United States? We live in an interconnected world.
Yeah.
And these ideas transmit. We know that the paramount terrorist who carried out that appalling atrocity in Christchurch was inspired by some of the ideas that some of these people who involved in the storming of Capitol Hill also believe. Did you see many African Americans in that assault? I saw a lot of Confederate flags.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No, and I saw some reports today that said really the only ethnically mixed group of people within the thing were the QAnon people, but the actual Trump supporters, purely all white people.
So the reason I make this point, Pat, is that we have a national interest in being crystal clear that we won't have a bar of this, and that as a vigorous democracy we reject the sort of divisive politics and, if you like, the politics of polarization which led to those tragic events that we've been discussing, the storming of Capitol Hill.